The fate is disturbing.
Believe it. Okay.
What's going on, geeks? You're listening to episode 428 of the Geeks Under Grace podcast. My name is Cody Armour. I'm here with Jonathan Nichols.
What's up?
And this week, we're geeking out about EA games maybe being good again. Maybe. First
Oh.
looks at Fire and Ash. Plural. First looks. And Star Wars. Not first look at Star Wars. Visions of Star Wars, you could say.
Mhm.
Not looks. Visions.
I'm currently holding my breath for EA and getting visions of Wars and Ash.
Yeah. It's funny because anymore I feel like we're geeking out about these things, and I'm like, are we actually geeking out about it, or are we hesitantly hopeful?
Here lately it's been hesitantly hopeful and trying to be optimistic, but
Yeah, the world's a dark place these days, even in our media.
Yeah.
Disney and AI are taking over the world. We don't have Disney's not acquired anything in a while. Actually, I should probably give it up on Disney for a bit. It's been a little while since they've acquired something.
Maybe we won't be blacklisted by them anymore.
Yeah, finally be bought out by Disney. I don't know why, I don't know why I put a hit on Disney. We'll get into the games that we've been playing. I have only been playing Far Cry 5, and very seldom I'm kind of slowing down because I got all the guns, doing all the hunting, and so now I'm pretty OP on the easiest mode. I could make up the challenge, but I'm just getting to a point where I'm like, all right, I've played the game. I probably should have played it a little bit faster because I'm not doing a lot of missions either. I've literally been grinding through the stories by doing the like saving people on the street and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like helping people out of trucks, and so I'm trying to do that in this area. I'm in the north with Joseph. You're Jonathan. Jacob.
Okay.
A lot of J's. There's a John Seed, right? That's the guy in the south, right?
I think so, yeah. I
think he's
so.
John Seed. Jacob Seed is the north, and he's some military guy. And I'm trying to do more of the story stuff so I can stay interested in it. The spoilers for this super old game. The cougar is so cool. Peaches. I love Peaches.
Oh yeah.
Peaches is amazing. I'll leave it at that. Peaches is one of the coolest characters in the game, and get Peaches is really dumb and annoying, but totally worth it. I was like, this is mine now. That game's ridiculous.
It's super ridiculous.
What have you been playing?
Still Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Still working on DLCs. So I got myself in another pickle and was trying to complete the DLC mission and was making great progress to only realize that I was underleveled again, and so I had to go play through the story some more.
Oh wow.
So I made a mistake of starting from scratch to play DLC. I just thought it would.
Yeah, that's hard.
I was afraid I was too high of a level to start it, and would miss part of the gameplay element. But so lesson learned. But it's good. It's still really good.
Cool.
I have my own blacksmith forge.
I think as far as your review and stuff goes, we're changing for the listeners too. I'll give you guys a little inside baseball. We're changing the way that we're doing the reviews and things. Not visually. So for you, the listeners, how you see the reviews look the same. But if you go to the website, the articles have been pretty slim lately. And so the way that we've always kind of worked for years is we have a gaming department, we have a movie department, a TV department. But it's all volunteer, right? And so that ebbs and flows. We have a lot of writers, or we'll have no writers. Right now, Jonathan's probably one of 6 or 7 I think, writers. And
Mm.
this will be your first article, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got them spread out through all these different chats and like teams and things. And so I'm really excited that we are actually putting them all into one chat now. We have like a writer's room on Discords where we do all of the Geeks Under Grace communications. And I'm really hoping that'll kind of like bring that all back to life. And so instead of like review departments, it's going to be reviews and then thought pieces. Um, and so for the listeners, if you're ever wanting to write with us, obviously I'm going to geeksundergrace.com volunteer, but if you're like, I don't want to commit to like doing regular articles because it's volunteer thing. I'm not getting paid for it. I get that. If you have just a one-time article you want to do, you can go to geeksundergrace.com/write, and those are thought pieces specifically. But if you've got a pitch for an idea of how to bridge the gap between the church and pop culture, we have kind of you throw your pitch out there. Our editors look at it and then work with you on making that article become a reality. Um, so yeah, if you'd like to write with us, you can do that way. And then there's no commitment there. It's just the one time get it
Yeah.
done. I guess it's a little commitment, but um, not an endless commitment by any means. Yeah, I'm really legitimately excited about it. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning on pitching that tonight, but
No, I've been kind of peeking in on the conversations. I haven't inputted yet, but on the admin
mhm.
side, I think it's really exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think we got to get everyone moved still. I think we have the writers room set up, and then like people are in there, but I don't know if all of the gamers and all of the tabletop are in there yet. So we need to still transition at work for sure. But yeah, cool. You playing anything else?
Um, play a little bit of Skate.
Yeah.
My little brother has got my dad into it, and so we're
Okay.
setting him up an Xbox account so he can play with us. So that's gonna happen at some point.
I don't know where I saw the score for it, but I saw like the score was a 3 on whatever I was looking at out of 10 for that
Yeah,
game.
a couple of places have rated it real low. It's bare bones. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't pay for it, but
Yeah. To me, watching it, it feels like Goat Simulator, but skateboarding.
yeah, it's really weird because there's a full parkour system in a skateboarding game, but not a lot to parkour
Yeah.
on. And then there's
Okay.
glitches you do with that system that they could have taken out of the game because it's been in development for so long.
Hmm.
So it's very confusing. I don't understand, but
Weird.
yeah.
Well, we'll get into video game news. Some games that maybe will be a little bit more thought out. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I mean, maybe a little too thought out, but Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, director tells fans do not worry about Rebirth sales, insists that the trilogy ender will be a proper, high quality send off.
Yeah,
Will it?
which is good. I think it will be. I hope so. I have not played Rebirth. I loved Remake, but then I completely got lost in the names. We were talking about this on the before the podcast. I thought Intergrade was Rebirth, but Intergrade is just the deluxe edition of the first game, and then there's Intermission, which is the DLC that I also for a bit thought maybe was the second game.
And I did the exact same thing. So
Yeah, I also could swear that there was a prequel game that came out for this, like a Final Fantasy VII prequel, and that doesn't exist,
I thought so too. Maybe it was like
or it does.
a prologue that was part of the remake. Maybe because I feel like there was something that came out.
With the guy with the black hair. I don't know Final Fantasy VII. I'm sorry, everybody. What's his name? Zachary? Zach? It's Zach, my wife says. Final Fantasy VII is prequel to the original Final Fantasy VII. What? Oh, is the answer is running yes, but with some caveats. I don't know what's happening. Um, was a prequel of the original Final Fantasy VII release on the PSP. Crisis Core. So I guess maybe I thought Crisis Core was remade. You think you're deep in your research there.
Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm trying to understand because I thought there was one too, and then
So there is a Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, which is a remake of Crisis Core that came out in 2022. That must be what I'm thinking of.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that looks like Final Fantasy VII stuff.
Yes, I think.
Square Enix, what did you do?
Why? Why?
Like, if you would have made part 1, part 2, part 3, I would have understood what was happening
And
here.
I also don't understand why they broke it down into 3 parts and not just one game.
Well, part 1 is you need to play part 1. It's a full game.
So I like I was saying before the podcast, I had it on PlayStation Plus and got past the prologue, and I can't remember where I got past after that. And then I couldn't. It was in the budget to keep paying for PlayStation Plus, so I canceled it and I never picked it back up. And I keep meaning to buy it, so I don't know the story. I'm so lost.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy VII, like the original?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you kind of be in the same boat as me. Look, my wife is a huge Final Fantasy nerd, and so the story, um, in a remake, slight spoilers for the game, people, but I'll try not to go too spoilery in it. It deviates from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so Final Fantasy VII story is like there are entities in Final Fantasy VII Remake that are messing with the story that you know and like derailing it.
Uh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, it's really neat. Um, and then there's like canon reasons why and all of these things. Um, so yeah, you should play Final Fantasy VII Remake and then kind of like go through and it's weird because there's a lot of the events are still happening the way that they do in the first game. So it doesn't get completely derailed, but like the events are not what they were, and the characters are like literally noticing that things aren't going the way that like the story's supposed to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's intriguing. I like that.
it's cool. It's very Japanese,
Uh,
which I suppose is having a remake, a DLC, a prequel game come out, part 2 come out with a different name than part 2, and then a part 3 come out.
and overly confusing stories.
Yeah,
It's
so
20
wild.
bucks on Steam. Oh, it's on sale on Steam.
What is?
Integrate. So if someone's played it, it's $23 right now on Steam.
Oh, there you go.
So,
I want to get the remake on PS5. Not remake, Rebirth. Because Rebirth has like if you played the game, your save file doesn't just port over, but you get certain items for like finishing the game and then
oh, that's a
whatever.
good point. Maybe I'll get it on PS5. It may do the same thing on PC, but
I mean, you can do it on PC and then buy Rebirth on PC too, as long as you have your save,
yeah.
you know. Anyways, we can move on. I'm hopeful. Will play Rebirth eventually. I'm really sad that nobody talked about it. I hope it's an okay game. I can see them letting 3 kind of take its time and then like really hyping it up again like they did the first one because everyone was hyped for the remake when
Yeah.
it first came out.
Um. Yeah. I'm now I'm gonna go buy the remake. I might get it on PS5 so me and my wife can share the game. Um.
Okay.
But speaking of trilogies, The Witcher 3 is getting one last patch,
Yeah.
and it is for cross-platform mod support. So this is exciting because I don't think mods were available on console beforehand.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure not. Granted, I don't think you'll have like a full mod list. I'm sure it'll be kind of like Skyrim's mods on console if you've ever played with that before. It's very limited.
Yeah, they keep adding more every few months, but I know I think the Xbox at one point they had a problem where it was hard to get mods certified for console. Um,
Yeah, I can see that.
I think now it's Sony was causing some issues at one point, but because they have stricter content guidelines, um,
Hmm.
and so I think the process is a little bit more rigorous. But it's exciting. So if you've never played modded Witcher, it's a good time.
Yeah, I've never even thought about playing Modded Witcher, and it sounds great.
Um, my favorite mod is one that removes the level restrictions for gear. So because there's certain gear like
Mhm.
to get the ingredients, it's a long process for some of them. It's really hard because you have to fight certain monsters to get it, and but you can like craft the item, get it commissioned, but then it'll be like level 21, and you're like level 17, and you can't use it. And so with this mod, it gets rid of that, so you can still use it, and it can make you overpowered, but um, I don't know. I just always found it more immersive because, like, oh, I found this cool piece of
Yeah.
armor, but I can't wear it, or like you think you could just
And if
put
you
it
play the
on.
game a few times, having a bit of an OP would be nice just to get through the slower stuff.
Yeah, and then EA is going public, so they have kind of a mix of investors here, but the part of it is the Saudi Arabia's public investment firm or investment fund, Silver Lake and
Hmm.
Infinity Partners. So they're all pitching in to buy it to make it a private company for grand total of $55 billion.
That's so much money.
Way too much money. And I was reading some articles about it earlier, and then also was watching someone break it down that knows a bit more about the financial side of this stuff. And
Mhm.
I believe one of the companies is basically like taking on $20 billion worth of debt or something. Let me see if I can find it. Now that I start talking about it, I feel like I'm butchering it. Um,
I didn't realize when I first started reading it that it was going to Saudi Arabia. Um, so I've seen comments that are like, oh, they're going to try to do kind of their own Tencent thing. I was really excited about it until I read that comment, and I was like, that actually tracks. That makes a lot of sense. And Tencent can be a little money grubby, anyways. And so I worry that EA is like Saudi, whoever's buying this company, they're going to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to do like microtransactions and make money privately instead of to
yeah.
investors.
So okay, here's to clarify. So the basically it's a leveraged buyout, and part of the list of people that are entities that are part of this buyout is JP Morgan Chase and Co. Uh, and they're doing 20 billion of the financing. So it's the largest debt commitment ever by a single bank. So
Wow.
the other entities that are part of it are not just fronting up the 55 billion, they're taking a $20 billion loan.
Yeah.
So it's going so starting off, if the sale goes through, they're $20 billion in debt. So they have to make that money up somewhere. And but here's the thing, it could be a great thing because now they're not beholden to investors and showing
Yeah,
numbers.
quarterly investments and stuff.
Yeah, so they could maybe take more risks, but
Yeah. I would love was EA the one that did, I think it is, the Not Destiny where you were in these robot
yeah,
things and
Anthem.
it failed. Anthem.
Yeah.
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 If Anthem was done well, I think that could be really cool.
Uh,
I think if Anthem had more time, it could have been really cool. I think Anthem should have gone the way of No Man's Sky instead of just being completely just swept under the rug like it was.
yeah. And here's a, a more negative take that I read on this whole deal was that basically, if a bank is willing to invest $20 billion, and there's 3 investment firms that are willing to invest into it, they know they're getting their money back somewhere. And
Yeah.
so either there's a really crazy good product, and they're like, this is gonna do $1 billion, or every year for the next so many years, or something crazy. Um,
Or we're getting Apex 2 and it's going to be full of loot crates for
or
you to
we're gonna be
buy.
playing Battlefield, and every 5 mags you go to reload, you're gonna have to pay $2.99.
Yeah.
It's your credit card here.
Yeah.
Every tank shell costs a penny.
You literally, instead of loading a clip, they just swipe the credit card
Yeah,
in game to on the gun to show you that you're spending money.
yeah. They're like trying to repair your tank. It's like you run out of propane from the torch, and you're like, swipes card. It's like a
Gotta go
hand.
buy more propane.
It's like a random hand goes across the screen. Game character grabs a propane tank, screws it in, goes back to welding.
You run out of gas, like vehicle gas. You have to physically, you have to actually drive to a gas station, and the gas stations pump on real money.
Yeah. They just add loan sharks, and so like they just cut your internet cord if you don't pay it.
These are sadly not that far from reality.
No.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. That's a totally viable way that they could be making their money. We're hoping for more for sure. um, you know what I would love to hear again? EA Sports. It's in the game.
I agree. I miss those days.
Specifically, I would love another Quidditch game from EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Quidditch was great. We'll get into movies. I don't believe I watched any movies this week.
I haven't
Yourself?
either. No.
No. Okay.
No, it's been a busy
We'll get
week.
into movie news then. Got a couple different things here. I'm going to talk about the good news first. Because I love this. Spaceballs 2 is starting production. The way that they started production is the same way that Force Awakens like shown that they were starting production, advertised they were starting production, which was a photo of their like cast reading. And but like in that they've got an R2D2 in the background, right? And a bunch of other like Star Wars like pieces. And so in Spaceballs, they've got like a fire hydrant and a pizza sitting on, like, just an open pizza that I'm pretty sure has been photoshopped into the chair.
100% in Photoshop. Is that the
And there's
same
just like a
room?
trash can at the back.
Oh no.
It's not the same room, no.
That would have been so funny if it was.
Be amazing. Um, and it's perfect. Like they know exactly what they want Spaceballs to be, and I think that is really great. Like they're starting off immediately on the right foot. I'm very excited for Spaceballs 2. Spaceballs 1 is so dumb, but Star Wars has gotten so dumb, and
Yeah.
sometimes in the best way, and sometimes in the worst way. And there's just a lot of material there. I feel like for them. The only thing I hope they really go in on this, and that it's not like a scary movie parody. I hope it's like a real, like Spaceballs was in a lot of ways its own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so I hope that they kind of hold to that. It was before the era of all those like bad parody movies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
You had
agree.
Scary Movie, and then those got bad, and then like first Scary Movie's not terrible. If I don't, I mean it's been so long, but like Scary Movies got to this certain like cheese that was like very B movie, and then a bunch of other ones started doing that too.
Because there was like the superhero movie at one point.
Yeah, superhero. There was a Hunger Games one
Yeah.
that was really dumb. There was a Twilight one as well. I'm hoping it's not that. Don't make that, and don't make Spaceballs that. Look at your roots. Spaceballs had its own lore and just dumb lore, stupid lore, and like its own story, and it was good. You excited about Spaceballs?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really good. Um, I do hope they keep all of humor and like the gags
Yeah.
they did from the first.
And Moran coming back. Important.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's going to be good if he's coming back.
Huge. Yeah.
He's been
Massive.
retired for forever.
Ever. The other piece of news, I think this is a good idea done poorly. Um, Way of Water is getting a re-release. You can watch it in theaters in October. I think October 3rd, maybe. I don't remember the exact date for it, but October 3rd, yeah. And if you go to the movie, and after the movie, you'll get a special look at Fire and Ash, Avatar Fire and Ash. But you won't get the same scene as others. There'll be 3 different scenes that are shown. And so it depends on like which, and like the idea of this is 2 things, right? So it gets like conversation going. So like you're with your friends, like, oh, what scene did you watch? We also live in the like era of YouTube, so a week after this movie comes out, I feel like it probably be up on YouTube. But the other thing is like to make you go to the theater multiple times. But it's a re-released movie, so no one's gonna go see this movie more than once if it's like been out.
Is this microtransactions for movies?
Yeah, I feel like it.
EA, are you producing this
It's
film?
like go to this movie 3 times. Why? You'll get a little bit more of the new movie.
Yeah. Pay $15.99 for the next ending. It's like DLC.
Yeah. I could see this working when the movie first came out, maybe. I think like Marvel could really get away with this. I think the new when they do Doomsday, not
Mhm.
Doomsday, but Secret Wars, the last one is gonna like reboot the universe. I could see like getting 3 different snippets of 3 different ways the universe has been rebooted.
Yeah.
But it's a movie that people are gonna see multiple times. Where this is like no one's gonna go see Way of Water multiple times after it's been like it doesn't make sense to me.
I know. And I was so excited for The Way of Water, and I walked out so disappointed because
I didn't hate it.
it's not a bad movie. It's actually technically a really good movie. It's just the whole intermission where it was a Nat Geo documentary on whales. And I'm like, I just kind of looked, I kid you not, in sync, about halfway through the intermission of that, me and my wife just both kind of like slowly turned and looked at each other and just like kind of looked back, like really, like it was so well done, but it just felt so out of place to me.
Wait, I didn't see this. I saw Way of Water in theaters.
But well, okay, so I mean by intermission, I mean like it just pauses the story to go in the whole whale thing where they're like with the whales and they're
Oh, okay. Where they're
yeah,
explaining the whales.
yeah.
Okay, I was so confused. I thought for a minute you were literally like, oh, there was like a 15-minute intermission of whale documentary
No,
because
this
I could
is
see him doing that. I got it. I get what you're saying in the story.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like pause the story to explain how the whales in that universe work.
yeah.
Got you. I was like, what?
Like we must protect the planet and the whales, and also back to the story of Way of Water. And I'm like, yeah,
That's
I'm
funny.
like, I agree, we need to protect the whales, but it just felt so out of place.
I did see a movie. I think this was a couple weeks ago that I didn't mention. I watched Hamilton in theaters. I don't know if I ever brought that up. I don't think I brought that up.
Maybe.
I won't harp on it too long. It was cool. It was just a Disney Plus thing. You brought up the intermission, and there was an intermission during it, and I was like, "Can we have intermissions in movies more, please?"
Oh, I think you did bring that up. I vaguely remember the intermission.
Okay. Well, I can't remember. It's been a minute. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for Fire and Ash. There are a few movies I'll watch more than once. Even if you give me multiple endings or multiple new scenes, you can't get me with that.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like I think the last movie I watched more than once was the Batman. I think it was the last movie I went.
I can probably count in one hand the movies that I've watched more than once. I'm sure there are more. Um, but for me, like Space Jam,
Hmm.
any opportunity to watch Space Jam, I watch Space Jam. And Your Name, the anime.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just specifically talking about like movies in theater. You know, uh, I
I
really
don't think I've ever seen a movie in theater twice.
oh yeah, I that's what I was talking about. No, I rewatch stuff all the time, but yeah, I think the Batman's the last one I went. I ended up watching it three
Yeah,
times in theater, but I was taking
it was
people.
good.
I was like, you gotta go watch this, and I would take
It's
people.
a good movie.
Yeah,
Worth watching. I'm really excited for Batman too.
yeah. Get the script done. We're starting production,
Mm-hmm.
so
This will be great. Yeah. Well, from there, get into TV. Um, what have I been watching on TV? Peacemaker. Got to episode 6. It's one that James Gunn's been raving about. Um, and yeah, episode 6 is crazy. I won't like spoil anything, but he said 6, 7, 8 are insane. Episode 6 delivers.
well, it makes me
I will.
optimistic.
Yeah, I will remind everyone that season starts with a giant full frontal like nudity orgy in the episode. Really takes me out of like this is the same universe as Superman.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Uh,
um, but John Cena's doing a really good job acting though.
which I'm glad to hear. I think he's a good actor. I think he's come a long way. I'm trying to think of the first movie he was on our TV show, but
I think it was probably what's her name? Psych.
okay,
That's a deep cut.
like the show Psych.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the first time I remember him being in anything. But definitely come a long way. I've also watched Alien Earth finale. Let me down.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I am hoping that they'll do a season 2, and season 2 will get really intense. There was something they were hyping the entire show, and I think that was the point. I think because the last episode I think is like We're the Monsters or something like that is the title, and the idea is that the monsters aren't um the creatures. They're the friends we make along the way. They're the humans on Earth are the real monsters, the ones that are trying to collect and like research these creatures. And so there's a character trying to tread real lightly. There's a character that's intrigued in another like one of the creatures, and you as the viewer are also really intrigued in the creature, other than give you nothing. Um, and I was like, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, I'm no better than the guy, but really wanted to see what like. I was like, you gave this, like, you dangled this really cool plot point in front of me, and then you didn't deliver on it, and I was a little bummed about it.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, and the rest of it just kind of fell flat too. I don't know. It felt like an episode before a finale, like a penultimate episode maybe.
Hmm.
But there's no like it's not greenlit for another season yet, so that's really just a really risky move to do that.
Yeah, that is really risky. But I mean, for the most part, I've been seeing raving reviews about it. So
Yeah, I think we'll get another season.
yeah.
Um, but endings like that are enough for me to be like, I don't know, I want to watch anymore. So we'll give the next like episode a try, season 2, and if it's not like killing it, then I'll be done.
Hmm.
But if it gets a season 2, I think they'll probably send it.
Well, speaking of aliens, I've been watching Resident Alien still, and
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so funny. This last episode had me and my wife just almost rolling on the floor laughing, rolling out of our chairs. Um,
Nice.
it's so good. Like the writing's always been fairly consistent, but this last episode, it's like I don't know, they were just firing on all cylinders, and uh, like it just the episodes aren't that long, but they feel long. So I think that's why it's taking us a little bit to get through it because we watch about an episode a night. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know. It's so good. I don't want to spoil it, but he may or may not go on an acid trip. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. Um, I almost forgot there was one more show that I watched as well. I just watched the first episode of it, but Marvel Zombies.
Oh,
Um, which same art style as Marvel's What If. It takes place, I think, in the zombie. Spoilers for Marvel's What If, but there's a zombie episode. It takes place in that universe, and so far really good. I think it's rated TVMA, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
And so, Marvel's not going to do a bunch of like nudity or anything, especially in an animated film. I think it's just the gore of these zombies that they are slashing through. And like they're just very like they were given a lot of freedom, it looks like, in the story they could tell, which is really cool. Blade is Moon Knight. It's like in the trailers and stuff. And it's so cool. Nobody even knows who Blade is. That's kind of wild to me, but like, well, they do in the universe, but like viewers who don't know like old school Blade haven't met Blade in the Marvel universe yet, so he seems a little out of place, but it's really neat.
Yeah, it is TVMA.
Yeah, it feels like it. I mean, there's a lot of gore. They're slashing through these zombies. Um, Speaking of Disney's animated shows, Star Wars Visions season 3 has a trailer, and I really don't know what to say. Like it looks good. Like it's just Disney Visions always looks beautiful. I haven't watched any of the shows yet. I've watched one episode and I loved it, and I just never got around to watching more of it.
I really like.
The trailer looks gorgeous.
See, I only watched the first season, but absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it
So
looks good. It's all like, for those who don't know, they're not canon stories. They're just kind of one-offs, almost like Love, Death, and Robots in a way, but the animation styles are more anime, Japanese anime studios for the most part.
I think this season has a continuation from a episode of the first season.
Okay,
So I don't want to spoil it if you
that's
haven't
awesome.
watched it, but I'm pretty sure there's a character that's going to be reoccurring. But I think it's a particular studio. I think season 2 had different studios than season 1. I think season 3 has some studios from season 1 crossing back
Going
over.
back.
So
Okay, that's cool.
yeah,
No, it's neat.
there was a
I
lightsaber peg leg in the trailer. I don't know if you caught that.
missed that. No, that's amazing. That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
0 sense.
That makes
You like
no
stabbing the ground every
sense.
time you step, but
I love that too. Is like, so they're not canon, so they can do whatever they want with the IP.
yeah.
So yeah, lightsabers don't just cut through everything. Maybe he's on a Mandalorian metal made ship.
I don't know.
It's
But
I don't know what the Mandalorian metal's called that they can.
that same like trailer, the same character had like this weird umbrella multi lightsaber bladed thing and it's like spinning and stuff. So I mean,
I think I saw that.
sure.
Wild. I need to go back and watch it a little bit more. Fun. A trailer that's probably less exciting, but I thought was interesting at the very least is MGM's Robinhood, which you liken to Green Lantern in medieval times.
Green Arrow. Yeah. Did I say Green
Green
Lantern?
Arrow. Yeah, did I say Green Lantern? Green Arrow. No, you said Green Arrow. I meant Green Arrow.
Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. It's got Sean Bean, and
I'm trying to find your. You said there was a modern city.
so it's okay. So it looks like a modern city, but it was the way it was composited. But yeah, there's let me find the time code
How
on it.
far in? Yeah.
Uh,
I'm so curious of that. Check like an hour, a minute in, an hour in.
not a minute in. Okay, 34-second mark. There's this like
Oh,
panoramic shot of this town, and when I first saw it, I thought it was a modern town with like vines and other stuff composited onto it. It was post-apocalyptic.
I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
It's
initial.
a big building for medieval times.
And I'm not sure, but that maybe what's happening is it's a real shot, and then they're compositing
They might have just
onto
played with it.
the buildings to make them look old. I could
It's
be wrong,
crazy.
but it's not a bad
Yeah.
shot. But that was the corner of my eye caught it because we were talking before the podcast. And I was watching it, and I was like, "Is that like just modern London?" And I had to back up.
2-episode premiere, November 2nd. Sean Bean's in it. I'm sure he'll live.
Yeah,
Um,
I was waiting for him to look at the camera and say, "Winter's coming," but he doesn't, and so I was disappointed.
yeah, it's really just like I'm not gonna lie, legitimately, I was like, this looks lame until I saw Sean Bean, and I was like, well, Sean Bean likes it. Maybe it's okay.
It reminds me of the Emperor from Oblivion. I think it's Ert.
I was saying, uh, Oblivion. I gotta look it up. I was saying, it was 2018. There was a Robin Hood movie, um, and it had Tori Egerton. Is that his name?
Oriel Septim.
Um,
That's the Emperor in Oblivion.
Oblivion,
Um,
and I can kind of see it. 100%.
Taron Egerton.
It's what?
Taron Egerton.
Taryn. Okay. Taron Egerton. Yeah. So it's like that Robin Hood movie is not the best movie. But the costuming is some of the coolest, most unique costuming I've ever seen. Like it's medieval, so they have the I think it's the mayor of Nottingham or whatever he's supposed to be. Sheriff of Nottingham. But
Mm-hmm.
he is in this like suit material. And sometimes like when it's cold, he's wearing this jacket that looks like a like peacoat wool material. But it's cut like medieval clothing, kind
Yeah.
of. And then Robin Hood wears like this hoodie, and it's literally like a modern day hoodie, but it's made out of like gambeson, like old school gambeson. And it's literally costuming that I'm like, I'd wear that hoodie if I could. I would also wear the medieval like robe suit jacket if it existed. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
um,
The costuming in this looks pretty good. Uh, However, he's just kind of a Batman Green Arrow persona. Like he puts the hood up and he's got a cape. And he's like jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Like
they're calling us thieves, so let's be thieves for good.
yeah,
With a cause, that's what it was.
and then he's like, "I'm vengeance," and then he jumps off the building.
Yeah, I don't know what MGM's up to. Like MGM used to be kind of the pinnacle of like movies, and now I don't ever think of MGM
Mm-mm.
for anything really. I think of like MGM Lion. Um, but they had a King Arthur show a couple years ago that I'm going to assume probably didn't take off because they're making this, and most
Yeah.
networks only have like one big fantasy show.
What was the
So, but the King Arthur one took itself really seriously, and I was very like intrigued by it. I just don't have
the
MGM, and there's
Winter
nothing that's
the
gonna make
Winter
me.
King? Huh. Wow. the costuming. It's called the Winter King, and it costuming looks like Game of Thrones.
Is that the thing I'm talking about? Is that
Yeah,
King Arthur?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that looked really good. I watched a few episodes of it, and I just couldn't. I wasn't gonna pay for another service, basically.
yeah. That's a lot of the reviews comparing it to Game of Thrones, and they're like, it doesn't quite hit the mark.
Yeah, but it's cool. A lot of cool stuff. And oh yeah, that's right. The actor that plays Arthur, I can't remember his name, but he's in Agents of Shield, which people are probably like, all right, so, but like he's an amazing actor. He like made Agents of Shield when it was good. It was because of him. Um, what is his name? Cast. That was why I picked it up. It was because he was playing in it. I can't find him. Morgan Owen. Why is he not the first one? There we go. Lane Day Castiger. There's a scene in Agents of Shield where he loses the love of his life in this like they're studying this obelisk. I'm gonna spoil Agents of Shield. No one cares about Agents of Shield anymore. I don't know if anyone ever did. But there's this obelisk that they found as they're studying it, and Gemma, she gets like sucked up through it, and he's trying to he's like, oh no, she's gone, and he's trying to get her out, and he's like yelling at it, and he's like, take me, trying to like get into this obelisk that's like a portal to another world, because he doesn't know where she went. He doesn't know if she's like alive, dead. He's just like, wherever she's at, I need to be there, and so he like has this very quiet like shock of her gone, and then just starts screaming and yelling at the obelisk, and like just this very raw emotion, and this that ends credits. And it's such a like, oh, he's the acting in that scene compared to the acting in the rest of that show
Yeah.
is just so intense that you're like, whoa, what just happened? And so because he was King Arthur in this, I was really excited about watching it. I just never got around to it. I'm assuming it was canceled.
Yeah, it was canceled.
August 23 to November 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, one season.
That's the thing is like, if that didn't take off, you think Robinhood's going to be better?
But it's got Sean
It just
Bean.
doesn't seem. It does. He's pretty killer. We're gonna end the podcast there.
Yeah, and cut.
Just like Sean Bean, this podcast is over. Just the episode.
There's a beheaded joke
there
in there
you-
somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't get there. Where can they, or are you geeking out about anything else this week?
Battlefield comes out technically not this week, but next week. So I'm pretty excited.
Nice. I think I am not geeking out about anything else this week. So we'll end the podcast there. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube under @DifferentLensMedia.
Cool. And you can find me at Cody Armour on Instagram. And think about it for a minute. Keep gaming, keep praying, and God bless.
It's on.